Every one of the four Gospels has an account of the storm at sea, and today's Mass, it's the account from Matthew. And it's very familiar to us. In most of the accounts, Jesus is in the boat. In John's Gospel, he's walking on the sea. But the point is, the apostles are in a boat in the Sea of Galilee. This huge storm comes up, and Jesus calms the wind and the waves. It reminds us that in each of our lives, there's moments of great fear and anxiety that we face. Things that we cannot control, disasters that happen to us, accidents that befall us. Oftentimes we worry about things that never really happen, and yet they have such a hold on our minds and our hearts. So it's interesting that in the scriptures, somebody went through the hard work of discovering that God says, do not be afraid 366 times, if you count all of them. One for every day of the year plus leap year. So it's the most consistent message of God to us. Do not be afraid. And in one of his epistles, St. John reminds us that the opposite of love is not necessarily hatred, but fear. And he says that fear paralyzes us, but perfect love casts out all fear. So love is not yet perfected in one who is still afraid. So today's gospel really is the voice of Christ encouraging us to put all of our fears, all of our anxieties, all of our apprehensions into his sacred heart, and to radically trust. To trust that we don't need to see the end of the road, we don't necessarily even need to see the next step, that we just trust that we are held in God's hands and heart, that he knows what is best for us, and that we're simply called to surrender in confidence. That's the message of the saints over and over again. So whatever in your life is causing you to be afraid or anxious or upset, just take that and picture yourself handing it over almost as a physical object to Jesus and asking Jesus to take that from you and to fill you with the peace that he brought about on the Sea of Galilee after the storm.